air patrol concepts. So what we're going to talk about here is we're going to say, well, where are you going to position yourself? What are the considerations, the high lows, the traps, things like that. And we're going to talk about sort of how you want to go about beating this. Because this is a core concept if you want to get anywhere against some of the top level players. So here you see I got Buccaneers, we got Crack Haddocks, and we're going to go after this thing. So first thing is, right, you got Crack Haddocks on the top. He's just going to let any guy go. Now you got to watch what the safety is going to match up to right there. Don't do what I just did right there. But see, I'm pointing him out. That's the key thing you got to understand for, do I have to bail on this play or not? Because what's going to happen is the man wants to trap you in a high-low is typically the easiest way to beat this. And see, that was good right there. Makes this guy sweat. He's going to try and trap you in a high-low, and what you want to be able to do is to be able to rotate back around, say to that Novacek on this particular play. So get that. Quarterback, CPU stupid. And then you say, well, what's the what's the high-low concept here? So you got the low, right? You got bracket. You see him right in that middle there. When you see the receiver come out, you want to make sure your momentum is going in his direction. That way you kind of have two things. The first thing is that you're close enough to this guy that because when he takes that pass, you're going to either auto dive or you're going to auto go back into him. If you're close on him, then the game's automatically going to guide you onto him. You're going to stick him, and then you're going to put yourself in a position to make the interception. So, of course, Aikman is not capable of completing passes, so we got to punt it back to him. Now, then the thing is on the long receiver, right? Then you can either tip the pass, or you pick it, if you've got a good matchup, or you get straight on the man. But either way, you're taking advantage of the game's superhuman acceleration to help you cover on the deep guy. So then you say, well, what am I going to do as the man? How do I stop this thing? So the first thing you need is time. Now, I've been calling pass plays, you've noticed. So quarterbacks should have plenty of time to be able to let deep receivers develop, stuff like that. CPU, why are you making this hard for me to show people? So that's the first thing, is you got to lengthen the play out long enough that the guy's got to make a choice. He's either got to go for a deep guy, or he's got to go for the short guy. Then okay, well, goes to the deep guy, goes to the short guy. Then now we watch for the trap, right? Trap comes. Well, trap would come if you would throw it to Novacek, which he didn't. So we're going to change the play that we're going to do here. We're going to start to call the run and shoot flare C. This one is a pretty classic high-low type of play here. And so by using Haddocks, of course, right, as usual, in this case he's going to get deep coverage, but a lot of times he won't. We're going to wait for him to not cover him, and then we're going to hopefully be able to show what's going on here. So he doesn't get the deep coverage, gets a little bit of short coverage, wasn't great. But what you want to do is, if you see a guy who's trying to bait you like this, you want to make him go deep. You want to throw it to, hopefully, right, should be a good deep receiver, whether that's going to be your wide receiver number 2, as it is on this play a lot, or whether that's going to be wide receiver 1, doesn't really matter. The key thing is you got to keep him honest on this, because the big play for him is not going to be to that running back there. Big play is going to be to the wide receiver, and the play that the guy wants to make is to get his cornerback, right, in this case Crack Haddocks, whoever it is, he wants to get him matched up on running back number 1, because that's the pick opportunity. So you take that pick opportunity away from him, right? This is opportunistic, defense that he's trying to play against you. So you take that away, you're taking him out of his game plan if you do that. Right there is good. He's just going to run. Hey, that's what happens. So we'll see if he's going to comply enough that we can actually show you something about, sort of how to cover that quarterback run. Again, it's the same concepts of one guy's going to be covering on the, one guy's going to be your cover where you're going to bail to if he throws the ball, and then you're going to be chasing the quarterback. Again, the momentum of the circle is really the key. Here, right, you notice the circle always starts. Try to keep that circle going. What you want to do as the man, right, it's always easier said than done, but the throw that you're looking for is a timing route. So I'm going to circle here, I'll show you. So here, when he goes back, that's when it's got to go deep. Or when the guy is going, deep, that's when you've got to go short. Once you do that, the AI's logic is going to kick in. He's going to automatically gravitate towards the other side. The problem is he's going to lose his speed. And that's the whole key to the air patrol concept is, I got a guy like Crack Haddix. He's moving really fast. He can catch up to whatever he's going out there. You see even on a short throw like that, Crack Haddix can barely even get over there, despite the fact he's like 3 yards away from him. But if the ball goes deep, come on, Aikman. Why, Aikman? Why can't you throw it deep? If that ball goes deep, then Crack Haddix is going to be able to overtake it. He's going to be able to get on the X, and it's just going to be ugly for everyone. And why, Aikman? This is a disaster. Should have been playing both sides. But anyway, so those are kind of key air patrol concepts. There's a couple of cases I want to cover before we leave this. So covering short receivers. So you got right here, you got these two guys, right? You're going to try and bracket them. Try to put yourself in the middle there. Again, you're going to shade it to the one side. Let's give them a real little challenge. You're going to shade this to the one side so that, right, you're on, you're close, you're in the lane for that guy. Notice he drops the ball, right, because you're right there. But if he wants to throw it to the other guy, now he's going to have to, put the ball in flight. You're going to be in the right position. And again, right, it's, you've got to be able to, time it properly. In that case, once again, right, able to do that. Now, the other concept that's we want to talk about is we're going to talk about changing matchups. So here, let's see, actually, this is actually going to be good. So here, oh, well, I guess he's going to get sacked. That's unfortunate. But what you're going to have to do on certain plays is when you have two receivers open, is you're going to have to be able to switch off between one and the other because you're going to try and bait the guy. So let's see if we get any compliance. Yep, we got tight end open and we got this guy open. So there, you notice, right, I'm circling back and forth. One of the concepts that you're going to have to do on the air patrol is you see that action go into play. You're going to have to be able to say, all right, I'm going to stick on this guy. Usually it's going to be on the running back number one in this, for this particular play. But you're going to stick on that guy, and then when he begins to cycle his cursor, you're going to go fly off to the other one. Now, again, right, if he just beats you on marker technique, he beats you on marker technique, and that's okay. But the key thing is you make him hold the ball. Once he holds the ball, then he's going to get sacked. He's going to get under pressure. He's going to become inaccurate. And at that point, you as the air patrol, you have a chance to be successful. And that's, again, it's really not when you have something like, guy calls pass, you call it run, everybody is open. It's not going to be a case of, hey, I'm going to keep this guy at nothing. But what you want to do is, right, you keep the leverage in a way that Crack Haddix right there. He's not going to be able to get a big play on you. He's going to have to sell short. You're going to tackle him, and you're going to go on the next play. You're going to give yourself another opportunity to be successful. So, anyway, hopefully this introductory video on Air Patrol sort of gives you a sense of how you got to go about this. Leave your comments. Let me know why I screwed it up. And hopefully I'll see you next time.